A stunning view of the moon. We are near.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. The 3 from McCollum, Kleba with the rebound. And the Mavericks with possession. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. On the mark with the 15-footer.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Nurkic with the steal. We've played just over a minute here in the first. McCollum outside. Back to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Clock at 2. The 3 from McCollum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Shot from 12. Here's Kleba. Out to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. Porzingis can't hit.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
They get it back. Here's Covington. Nobody near Nurkic. His three-pointers off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4. Listen, their first 4 field goals here. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Doncic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Lillard against Doncic. And he hits it to tie the game up. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lillard.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Doncic against Lillard. Kicks it out to Richardson. A miss that time would have put him up. For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. McCollum, no good.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
So lethal in open court situations. Richardson excels at using his speed and athleticism to do damage in transition.
And there's the pass to McCollum. Here's Kanter. Kicks to Lillard. Back to Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, Kanter moves so well with his team. Fluid motion gets him free for the shot.
Pass to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Trey Burke's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Now here's Brunson. Launches a three. And no good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Dwight Powell. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Redick in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Burke, the pass to Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. And Jones sends it back. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The feed to Anthony. Passes to Simons. Over Kleber. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. The Mavericks rebound. Outside, Redick. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from J.J. Redick. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Simons, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Jones in the post, working on Cauley Stein. Shot's good by Anthony.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Picked away. And now here comes Jones leading the break. The wide open shot by Little. A three-pointer, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Dallas moving the ball around. Finney Smith passes to Redick. Takes a 3. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Doncic. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lillard scanning the floor. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And the shot goes in.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. He's got 5.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Outside, Porzingis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 4.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
The 3 for Doncic, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Doncic against Lillard. And that one's good. Doncic. Now Lillard. He has 7. And the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Free throw good. Nurkic. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Doncic. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Lillard outside. Now the dish to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Mavericks with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Portland leading by 7. Lillard with it. He's got 9. Portland moving the ball around. And here is Powell. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Doncic against Lillard. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wasted no time on that one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doncic outside. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Powell, that's good.
Set up by Lillard's nice feed. I mean, he loves being the quarterback of their offense.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to McCollum. Right side, Covington. To the middle. Here's Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here's Porzingis. Sinks that one from the post.
And just wanting it more there. You got to like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
Lillard the pass to Powell. Lillard with it. Count it.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And it's Doncic missing. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Covington finds McCollum to the paint. Here's Nurkic. And the call on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Mavericks trail by 7. J.J. Redick is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Porzingis in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin will see if they can make that adjustment.
Passes it to Simons. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Anthony on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Here's Giles. Guarded by Hardaway. Anthony can't hit. Mavericks trail by 4. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Passed a little. Now the pass to Giles. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
I didn't think they'd be able to come all the way back. These games had a little bit of everything.
Pass to Lillard. Over Brunson. And too long on the shot. For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Powell kicks to Richardson. To take the lead, and the layup is good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Wow, sensing their importance. Remember, Richardson was a second-round pick. He had to fight for his spot.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
Now, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
The Mavericks have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Brunson finds Richardson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Richardson's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end. But at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
And the shot is good.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
1:12 left in the game. Lillard from outside. Cantor dishes to Lillard. Misses the 3.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize this is a better option.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Latrey. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Here's Brunson. To the inside. Cauley-Stein. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D from Cantor.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's McCollum for 3. No good from 3-point territory. Now, here's Doncic. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the... All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the guard position.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Cauley-Stein in the post, defended by Gordon. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. To the paint, here's Rivers. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Doncic finds Richardson. Back to Doncic. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Jokic. Back to Rivers. Here's Porter. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Pull-up jumper. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Rivers. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Richardson. Pass to Doncic. Dishes it to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot from deep. Hardaway, no good. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Rivers kicks to Harrison. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Fast break, Dallas. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Pass to Harrison. Here is Porter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
The pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Rivers. Harrison passes to Porter. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Back to Porzingis. Kicks it to Doncic. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Harrison. Guarded by Porzingis. At the elbow. Jokic shoots over Doncic. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Hardaway, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's Richardson on the wing. Out to the right wing. Cauley-Stein finds Doncic. Back to Cauley-Stein. Drops in the layup for two. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley-Stein going through it that time.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Paul Millsap. Cole is out there with JaVale.
Look at that. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Millsap with the double team. And here is Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's McGee. Outside, Green. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Powell with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Redick from deep three-point land, and Bull pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now McGee. The fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out. Millsap against Marjanovic. There's the pass to Brunson. And the wide open shot from Redick. Knocks down the three ball. Redick's got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there. And he usually starts the game that way. So this could be a long night.
Morris passes to Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA. He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Morris. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here is McGee. Tries again. They kick it out to Green. For 3, Millsap. Offensive rebound.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Morris against Brunson. Passes to Finney-Smith. Now Redick for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Redick's got 6.
The defense had better put J.J. Redick on a leash and trail him around. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets that ball.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Bull. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Redick. To the wing right side. Brunson kicks to Redick. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Powell. For the three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailer and trying to fight their way back.
Redick for three. Redick can't get that one to fall.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's McGee, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bogdanovich. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block. Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Richardson outside. No good on the three. Pass to Porter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
The three for Doncic. So that'll be it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And the
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Trey Burke is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now Porter, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Porter passes to Gordon. And yes, it's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Burke following the score by Aaron Gordon. Burke dishes to Richardson. Fires for 3. And it's Hardaway again missing. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And a wide open look for Porter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. A 3 from Porzingis. The shot comes out. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Well, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Jokic kicks to Rivers. Puts up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Richardson right side. Hardaway for 3. Dallas again missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Jokic, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jokic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Burke finds Richardson. Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Now, here's Porter. He's got 6. Over Hardaway. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 in the quarter.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Outside Hardaway. They get it again. The pass to Doncic. They could use a bucket. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there. I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Outside Hardaway. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Dallas.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Harrison passes to Porter. And here's Jokic. Guarded by Hardaway. Shoots the 3. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Hardaway. Cauley-Stein kicks to Hardaway. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. Richardson outside. From outside, off the mark. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Porter.
Some potential still left in the tank here for Cauley-Stein, who is seeming to gain more and more confidence and knowledge about how to go about his business over the course of an 82-game season.
Green inside the three-point line. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Bowles. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Morris is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's John Shaw in its shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Clock at 6. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Cauley-Stein. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in. Doncic with it. Passes it to Brunson. Redick for 3. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Morris. Millsap looking it over. The Nuggets with a new 14. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Now Reddick. Dallas moving it around. Finney-Smith kicks to Reddick. To take the lead. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kleba's checked in. And Doncic throws it down.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Morris against Doncic. Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Michael Porter in for Green. Doncic against Jokic. Over Doncic. Shoots from the block. That misses off the backboard. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. In the corner, it's Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot. He's a gamer.
Morris against Doncic. Jokic. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Richardson finds Doncic. 1:25 left to play here in the fourth. Down low. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. No coverage that time. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Porzingis just dialing that one in from the mid-range. Pretty smooth for a 7'3" professional basketball player.
And here's Jokic.
Now, sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Richardson with it. Now guarded by Porter. And Doncic. Here we go. There's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
To halt the run, and it's Gordon missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From past the arc, but they recover it. The fader. Marjanovic, no good. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires the 3. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. And coming to you today from and the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Harrison in at the point guard position. And for Portland, they've got Giles, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Porter, shoots over Powell. Porter passes to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And Jokic drops them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Lillard looking around. Kicks it to Nurkic. 5 on the clock.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Gordon, the pass to Porter. And the 3 off target. 3 on 3. Powell for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. And Porter, here we go.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Lets the three fly. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Pass to Jokic. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Unloads. And he overshot that one, missing.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Harrison. Gordon kicks to Rivers. The open shot, Jokic. Denver the rebound. Gordon the pass to Rivers. Outside Gordon. Here's Harrison. He's off on that one. Nice D from Lillard. Here's Giles. Defended by Gordon. Lillard outside. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Lillard. He has 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and stolen by Gordon. He can't get that one, and that does it for the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Cohen is out there with Jones. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. He dishes it to McGee. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You're right. That's just nice timing on the pick and roll. McGee right there where he needs to be at just the right moment to finish the play off.
McCollum dishes to Jones. Back to McCollum. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. McGee against Cantor. Back to Jones. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 4. Out to Morris. McGee, the pass to Millsap. And Cantor pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And here is Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris outside. Out to the right wing. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Green missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lobs it up for Anthony. Hollis Jefferson finds Anthony. Shoots inside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. There's the dish to Cantor. Pass to McCollum. No good. And it's Denver the other way. The drive by Griffin. Oh, what a beautiful point.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. McCollum against Morris. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Millsap kicks to Green. Back to Millsap. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
McCollum feeling it out a bit over Morris. Portland no good that time either.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Knocked away. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate, McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Jones against Green. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Goes up at the stripe. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Morris with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And some good... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They're in good. And that does it for our halftime show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the point. Here's the lob to Lillard, but they'll get another chance. No good on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Hits, count that one from Nurkic.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. The shot by Harrison, no good. Portland trailing here. Stolen by Rivers. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside, Porter. From 20 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Porter's got 7 points. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, got to give them credit for coming back.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Rivers dishes to Gordon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. For the lead. The shot by Powell, no good. Denver in the lead. Porter dishes to Gordon. Porter against Lillard. Right side, Porter. Back to Gordon. He kicks it to Porter. Takes the three. The rebound by Giles. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Millsap. Kicks it to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a three. But they get it back. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. There's the triple. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Nifty move. Back to Powell. Down low. Jokic with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Rivers. Jokic finds Gordon. Off target from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Covington passes to Powell. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Rivers. And Cantor throws it down.
And look at Cantor rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Now, Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Buries it down low. Gordon's got 8 points.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Powell. Shoots from the high post. No good there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers out in front. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got C.J. McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Jones in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kanter, Anthony trying to get open. Kanter's shot is off. The Nuggets trail. Now here's Green. Out to Morris. Back to Green. Morris outside to take the lead. Here's McGee. Pass to Najee. Second chance shot over McCollum. Najee, no good. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers shooting 43% from the field. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the basket by McCollum.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morris with the bucket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. McCollum finds Hollis-Jefferson. Outside, Jones. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. There's the pass to Jones. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Jones against Green. Out to the wing. Here's McGee. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
McCollum against Morris. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offense.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
To the paint. And Jokic throws it down. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Powell kicks to Lillard. Back to Powell over Rivers. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
It's the first, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here is Lillard. 18 feet out, and good, he nails it. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again, this guy comes through for his squad.
59 seconds left in the fourth. And a wide open look for Porter. And another miss by Denver. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Harry Giles. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. McCollum kicks to Lillard. A step-back shot here. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Pass to Porter. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. On deep. Missed. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. That, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for... The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. The lights up, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. And for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Now here's Lillard. On the wing, Jones. Back to Lillard. Jones kicks to Powell. That three off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Hardaway. Fires from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
He dishes it to Doncic. Lob pass to Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. 2 on the clock. Here's Richardson. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Richardson showing you the ability to manufacture a shot against good defense there. Well done.
Lillard with it. Passes it to Powell. Nurkic with it. Guarded by Porzingis. Lillard against Doncic. And the basket by Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Doncic with the bucket.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Lillard looking around. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league. How do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. The pass to Cauley Stein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Powell over Richardson. They grab their own miss.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
The three for Doncic. Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Powell, the pass to Lillard. 41 seconds left to play in the first. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Foul, that's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Boy, you can see it in his eyes. Porzingis looking aggressively for his shot.
Now, here's Lillard. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
We've got Hollis Jefferson. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Three-pointer. The rebound by Simon.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Brunson scanning the floor. Redick with the 3. And Kanter pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Brunson. In the corner, it's Kleba. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Mavericks trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now Brunson inside, taken away by Anthony. And here's the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Cullen passes to Simons. Powell pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And that's good. J.J. Redick for three. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Passes to Powell. Here's Cantor. And there's the pass to Simons. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson kicks to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Marjanovic. It's good. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Brunson against Lillard, and it's McCollum in the corner. Shoots over Redick, and McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Portland. Brunson with it. 50 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Finney-Smith. To the paint. And the layup is good. Marjanovic has got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. On the wing, Jones. Here's Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. That one goes. Count it. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Hardaway is out there with Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard.
You know, working against the shot clock, Covington is just an incredible performer, which is why his teammates love him so.
Doncic against Powell. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Doncic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Lillard. He's off from 17 feet.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Lillard, bounce pass. Here's Nurkic. Porzingis with the block. Richardson left side. Doncic outside. Porzingis is doubled. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here is Lillard. Now the pass to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got 5. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Steps back and fires. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. It's tipped. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 8 points for him.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Out to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Jones. Here's Marjanovic. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Marjanovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Now Porzingis, 14 feet away, connects. The jumper drops. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic looking it over. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lillard against Hardaway. And the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They swipe it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Here's McCollum. Cantor, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Cauley Stein in the post. Covered by Anthony. The shot by Cauley Stein. No good. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's McCollum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Burke looking over the floor. Lays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. They get it back. Here's McCollum. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Here's Burke. Lays it up off the glass. Burke's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Mavs.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
6 to shoot. And a wide open look for McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Powell. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Free throw line jump shot. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Here's Powell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, when he's in rhythm, he's a threat to score from here. Gotta D-up Powell from the mid-range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's McCollum. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Trailblazers trail by 11. And he commits the intentional foul. Use of Nurkic. He's checked in for Anthony. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson comes in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Finney-Smith. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
On up the court. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Porzingis. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Powell. Goes back up. Rebounded by McCollum. And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 14-point game. Lillard with no one around. Drills the three-pointer.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
From deep three-point range, kept alive. Out to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. Misses there. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Porter, Harrison out there with Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Gordon in at the 4. And for Dallas, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And Doncic gets it to go. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. But I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Basket counts.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Hardaway for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Whew, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis to the middle. Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein, and he makes good on the layup.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Rivers against Richardson. Porzingis with the block, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And then Gordon with the dunk. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Now here is Hardaway. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Porter. To the inside, Gordon. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. And Denver also making a switch. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Harrison. A special move before the shot.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now Doncic. All sorts of time, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Doncic has got 6.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Now, here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. On the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Brunson. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. .112 left to play in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Outside for Redick. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Millsap finds Gordon. Back to Millsap. Tries it from 19. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks making a switch here. Burks is checked in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Now here's Burke. Millsap covering. Burke looking over the floor. That's a 2 from Powell. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Dallas. McGee inside, covered by Redick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on J.J. Redick.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Mavericks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Cauley Stein. McGee with the block. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Bull can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Dish now to Burke. Powell in the high post. Redick for 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Denver leading by 4. Millsap finds McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Burke. And he banks in the layup. Burke's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Michael Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in for Bull. Offensive rebound. Out to Morris. Porter passes to Harrison. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Here's McGee. He dishes it to Green. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks trail by 4. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Doncic with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Rivers in for Morris.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And the pass to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the game. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Jokic. Over Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Jokic.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doncic with it. He has 6 over Gordon. Doncic, no good. Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Jokic.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Yep, it counts. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Rivers. Outside Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court, and stolen by Richardson. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Gordon. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Denver shooting reasonably well, 45%. Finished off the break. Jokic has got 10 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Rivers against Doncic. Now the pass to Powell. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Marjanovic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 5 points in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Porter. There's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here we go, 1-on-1. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Ole comes in for Gordon. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Green in for Morris.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Brunson against Rivers. Marjanovic down low. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Marjanovic has got the lead back up to 3 now for Dallas. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Hardaway passes to Brunson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Green. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Now here's Millsap. He's got 6. Pass to Green. In the corner, Ball with it. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dishes it to Burke. Outside Hardaway. No good from outside. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Mavericks leading. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Doncic broke. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
All right, thank you, David. Porzingis inside. He's against Gordon. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Jokic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Doncic outside. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Here's Doncic. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Now here's Porter. Defense is right there. He gets that one.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Now here's Doncic. Passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Outside Porter. And Cauley-Stein over to help. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Doncic outside. Down low. Porter with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Richardson. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers comes in for Morris. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Porzingis. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Rivers passes to Harrison. Outside, Porter fires from deep. Denver the rebound. Jokic. The 3. And another miss by Denver. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Doncic outside. There's the pass to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. But they recover it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling up. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Powell. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Denver, we've got Gordon. Harrison out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Following the miss by Jokic. Lillard left side. That one good for 2. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rivers passes to Jokic. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now here's Powell. From 12 feet out. It's a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Harrison passes to Jokic. Back to Harrison. Here's Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Kicks to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Right side, Covington. Over Gordon. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
Rivers surveying the D. The pass to Gordon. Covington with the steal. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. Porter pulls it in. Gordon against Covington. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Running the offense through Lillard. I mean, a high-usage guy who is also very efficient.
Rivers with it. On the wing, Porter. The tray. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Denver grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And finished off by Porter.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Now here's Powell. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, Jokic with the steal. Gordon with it. Now Covington defending. It's blocked, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now Morris. Dishes to Millsap. 1 second left, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 4. And the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. From outside the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Green left side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Portland leading by 4. Pass to Anthony. Simons surveying the D. He kicks to Kanter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Simons has got his first points in this one.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Morris outside. That shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. It's stolen by Green, stolen by Kanter. McCollum kicks to Powell. Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Morris passes to McGee. Knocked loose. Stolen by Kanter. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lobs it up for Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. It's deflected. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Bull. And it's Rivers in for Green. And then for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony Simons.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Back to McCollum. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Anthony finds Jones. Back to Anthony. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Back to Canner. Over Morris. They get the rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Morris looking over the floor. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in for Morris.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Basket good. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And here is Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Nurkic. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over to the wing. It's intercepted. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Here's Lillard. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. On the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that'll do it for our...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Jokic is out there with Gordon, and it's Green. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Harrison in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Morris finds Gordon.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Gordon. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And Gordon drops them both. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Jones has it in the corner. Covington kicks to Lillard. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
To the right side. 5 to shoot. Lillard misses.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
In an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
Free throw good, Gordon. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. JaVale McGee's checked in for Aaron Gordon.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Millsap inside, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Millsap misses. Trailblazers leading by 6. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his 3. And there's the pass to Harrison, and stolen by Lillard. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Here's Nurkic. 6 points for him. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Shot clock at 6. Portland again missing.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Powell. Lillard with it. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell, no one around him. It's good from long range. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Harrison. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jokic, no good. Portland leading by 9. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. McCollum with the ball. Pass to Jones. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Another shot. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Anthony kicks to McCollum. The pass to Giles. Shot clock at 3. He's looking for McCollum and finds him with the putback. And Kents are able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Porter dishes to Gordon. Back to Porter, over Jones. Bull. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. And here are the Blazers. Big stretch here going 10-2. Up again. The Nuggets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 11. Anthony up on top, guarded by Green. Jones, the pass to Giles. And foul on, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double check.
And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. Right back after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Anthony with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Back to Anthony. From deep three-point range. McCollum, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this now.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Pass to Simons. Off target with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now McCollum passes it to Kanter. Back to McCollum. Takes the three. And no good. And it's Denver the other way. And Porter, here we go. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Simons. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. That one goes in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Porter passes to Harrison. Now here's Jokic. Shoots from the elbow. And again it's Denver.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. Stolen by Rivers. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the call. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Green, he's checked in for Rivers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland, no good that time either. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jokic inside. He's against Cantor. Jokic kicks to Porter. The pass to Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. There's Green with the 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Portland trailing here. And here comes the break. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. To end the cold streak. Oh,
nice. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Right wing. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Cantor. Passes to Lillard. To the paint. Tried to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Rivers with it. Floats it up for Jokic. Count it.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.